The importance of accessing heaven on earth. I know that it looks like it's dangerous on the planet, which, truly I tell my family and friends that I'm not worried about like being in the wilderness for animals or unforeseen creatures that I've never seen before. I'm more so afraid of the people. But I'm not afraid. I guess that's the wrong word, but I'm more so cautious of the people more than I am the animals, such as random dogs that are angry or lions that are ferocious. I'm not afraid of anything that's in submission to the great force. But I am, however, very concerned and cautious about those that are not in submission to the great force, those that are on the planet and not really sure what they are submitted to, and without the proper righteous divine calling, people are being led through fear and corruption and chaos and terror. So these things are happening on the planet, but as we have already predicted and prophesied, we've said these things that the demons will go off and have their final hoorah, and it will look like darkness and chaos on the earth, because in order for a divine reconstruction to take place, there must be a little bit of destruction and homage and peace and rest in peace for the souls involved in any careless act or mindlessness. Without embodying the proper peace of God within you, you can be led astray. So, given that, we must realize that seeking heaven on earth is vital and it's important. It's not a game. It's not a joke. It's not a suggestion. It is a suggestion, but it's not. It's something that we are here to do right now. And if you can't accept the calling to submit to the higher realms of beingness and vibrations and consciousness and dimensions on the planet, then you will be a victim to the destruction that's already taken place and going to continue to take place. If you want to be protected, if you want to be covered, you have to access heaven on earth, because all is energy, all is frequency. And that's the most important aspect of life, is energy, currency, frequency, vibration, and motion going forward. So when you go forward, you want to ask yourself, how do you come? How do you move? How do you go? What force are you submitted to? What spirit are you in servitude to? What vibration do you walk in? What calling, what dimension, what realm is guiding your head? What force field are you a part of? So if we are wise, we are in submission to the Holy Spirit as well as the realm of heaven on earth, because your soul cannot go where it hasn't been. So even if something was to happen right now, if you are in the realm of heaven while living on earth, merge with a higher consciousness in a 5D or above higher dimension, then you will continuously be in bliss, continuously be covered and safe. If you are operating on a lower dimensional plane of existence, such as 3D, 2D, lower natured of your beingness, the lowest of your beingness on the planet, then when you overcome this realm, when you pass on to the next life, when you quote unquote be unalived at any point for whatever reason, your soul cannot reach heaven if you never reached heaven while living. So this is the importance of accessing the realms now, because whoever has your soul now, whatever spirit has your soul now, it will have your soul eternally if you were to pass while walking through it. So in all aspects of living, we should be submitted to the cosmic all, to the cosmic identity, which is the most highest, the most divinest entity, the Most High God. And so yes, there is a realm right now that exists And it's very harmonious, it's very heavenly, it's very blissful. And it is what causes the earth to move around the sun's invisible axis. It's what causes gravity. It's what causes the hormones to be produced to take actions and take forms and create life and establish life and things of that nature. It's one thing. It's one vibration, one resonance, one frequency, one sound. And when we become aware of it, we can live in it and be a part of the awakening of the earth, because the earth has not yet fully embodied its greatest part of living or embodiment, because the earth is a living organism. Right now, we are always moving throughout different parts of space that we've never entered before. So yes, we are going in circles around the sun. We are also moving through the planes in space. So an element of man is space. So we must access that same space within ourselves and realize that for the first time ever, the sun is reaching its most pinnacle point in the galaxy. The sun is reaching the center of the galaxy, of the solar system, of the whole universe. And as it reaches this point, we too are shifting in dimension, and the earth is experiencing a paradigm shift where everything on the earth merges the consciousness, where we become one with life, with all of life. They have prepared us for this when we watch these television shows like Futurama, how everything just talks and gets along and lives in harmony and awakened. Nothing is hidden. No life forms are feared anymore. We are all love. We're all one. Everything can come to the surface and exist on the earth. So yes, you cannot go where you haven't been. Your soul cannot magically transport itself to a realm that you haven't elevated to. It's laws to the universe. So wherever your soul is right now, if they're harvesting your souls through your actions, through your everyday rituals, through your intake of whatever you're ingesting, if you're using chemicalized products, synthetic products, artificial products, if you are not in your primary natural state right now on the planet, if something were to, God forbid, happen to any of us, if any of us became unalive, our souls cannot magically transport or navigate to a place that is of bliss and pain-free. The pain-free and the bliss, it all begins now. It is not something that you must wait for. It is not something you must move on from this earth from and seek once you die. You can't get away with the lack of access to the real spirit and God right now on earth if you're not already accessing it now. They try to fool us. They try to trick us. They tell us, hey, you do this now, and when you die, you'll go to heaven. Reality is, whatever you're doing now is the causation of your eternal existence. Your soul cannot go where it hasn't been. So wherever you are right now, this is where you're registering in the infinite. You must seek the light now. You must find comfort in the holiness right now. You must seek the face of God. You must be one with the Holy Spirit. You must be one with the grand cosmic force. You must be one with the supreme being right now. You must locate the Spirit of God within you. You must access and dwell within your own humble soul as of now, so that your soul can register the higher consciousness right now. Heaven is a place on earth. Hell is a place on earth. All of these things are right now. Where there is no pain, where there is no suffering, where there is no sorrow, this is a state of heaven, and you do not have to leave this earthly body in order to experience it. It's a trick. If you leave your earthly body and have not experienced the Spirit of God, then you won't magically be able to experience the Spirit of God. You cannot get to heaven if you're not there right now. So the goal, the purpose, the passion behind me always saying, heaven is on earth. you must seek it now is because there are so many souls recycling back to the 3D. There are so many souls that can't pass beyond the 2D. There's so much darkness dwelling on earth because souls cannot rise. They're harvested. They're staying here. They're not able to ascend or transcend because they're not learning the lesson. They're giving their spirits and minds to the falsehoods, to the inauthentic things, to the synthetic things, to the artificial things. So their souls and minds are being stuck in this paradigm, causing an imbalance of good and evil on the earth, because these souls are in torment. They can't leave. They're in pain and they're suffering. But there is a place where you can go, and you do not have to leave this life to do it. I didn't say you didn't have to die, because you do have to die. In order to experience it, you will have to experience some type of spiritual death so that you can go through a spiritual rebirth, a metaphorical death, so that you can have a reawakening in spirit, mind, consciousness, and soul vibration, resonance. Your whole being will be transformed and renewed, and you will transcend now, so that no matter what happens, nothing can reach your soul. You will be protected in the realm where the secret place of the Most High is. So do not be fooled into believing that your prize is in the sky in the next life. It is not in the next life. You do have to die, but you don't have to leave this body in order to experience heaven or hell. These are eternal realms that exist infinitely, and they begin now. So keep your soul pure. There is not 1 second, there is not one moment, there's not one day that you can get away with not giving your soul to the glory of God. You must seek the face of God. You must be one with the Holy Spirit. You must be one with the presence of God, because this is the most important thing to preserve your soul and transcend physicality when the time comes. Peace and thank you.